Hello everyone and welcome to a new series we're going to be running on the channel. This is Darkest Dungeon, which as the name might suggest is a dungeon crawler. It's a sideways scrolling one. You put a party of people together and you venture into the depths below a ruined manor. And, well, unlike most dungeon crawlers, there's some nifty mechanics from what I've seen. Sanity being the most interesting one, but I'll take you through all that as we get into the game. I am learning this as we go. I've played just a tiny bit just to kind of get a feel for it. The first thing we need to do, yes, we're going to have the Shieldbreaker DLC, is decide the campaign length. I think we're going to go for a shorter campaign. Faster, a little bit more forgiving. For the first experience, I'm not experienced enough to really go for the higher ones. I want this to be enjoyable, so let's put this going. And we need to name our estate. What are we going to call it? I think we're going to call it the Farquaad Estate. And that is going to be awesome.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors.
Ooh.
So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
So, from what I understand of the backstory, one of your long-lost relatives basically started dabbling in the occult. They owned the manor, and they basically opened a portal to hell in the catacombs beneath. We are, as I said, a long-lost relative, probably the last of the line, and we're here to try and redeem the family name. So, we've crashed with the stagecoach destroyed and the caretaker gone. We'll have to make the way on foot to the hamlet. Now, this is good in a way. This is going to teach us how to play. There we go. A little bit of longer loading than I'd normally be used to. And the tutorial's pretty straightforward. In order to move forth, we can either click or we can... there we go. Click to that destination. Sometimes there's different options for directions you can go.
The hamlet is just ahead.
And once we're in the hallway, we can either move forwards using the keyboard or the mouse. I like the mouse. It's good to have full control over everything.
Dispatch this thug in brutal fashion.
A brigand!
Your arrival.
Okay, so we need to kill the enemy. In order to attack them, you pick a skill and you pick the target. The different skills tell you below in the information where they can be used from on the left-hand side and where they can target on the right-hand side. So we could do a grape shot blast at him. It does 60% less damage. Good for groups, not so good for an individual. For an individual, we'll just stab him in the face. And make him bleed. He's going to try and shank us. Oh, geez, that's a nasty attack. You can actually die right at the start. Or you can lose a character right at the start. It's rare, but it is possible.
This expedition at least promises success.
Cool. We killed him, we get some loot, and this will be used when we get to town. We are, unfortunately, bleeding, though. Let's have a look in this tent. What do we got? We've got some valuables inside. More gold and an emerald.
There is much to be found in forgotten places.
Right, and we're going to go through here.
An ambush. Send these vermin a message. The rightful owner has returned, and their kind is no longer welcome.
You better believe I will. Okay, now this guy is big enough that he's actually taking up the 2 front spaces. If we finish this combat, we'll get the chest at the end. So, I think we're going to actually just start by going all Sniper Elite on this guy at the back. That's pretty effective. We can stun the guy in front. That's a nice idea. Yeah, let's see if we can stop him doing anything. In the face. Ah, he resisted the stun. That's a shame. So more bullets on us. And we dodged that. Okay. That's okay. We're going to finish this guy off at the back. I want him gone.
Broken. Maintain the offensive.
Sometimes monsters leave corpses behind. You need to clear the corpses out before other monsters will advance. Let's just focus on leveling this guy. He's got a large health bar, but not that much health. So we can probably get him down without too much difficulty. Dislike that bleeding. Let's make him bleed. 9 damage, that's massive. He's getting really lucky with his resists. We could try stunning him again. Yeah. He's getting so lucky. 50% stun resist. Okay. Now, those different coloured damage numbers that you saw were actually sanity or stress damage. So we're already at the point where combat's been going on long enough that our people are starting to go, hang on, I'm not so happy with this. Let's try stunning him again. He's got to fail the resistance. Oh my god, at some point. Maybe we should just, like, full-on murder him. There we go.
Alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
And we get quite a bit of stuff out of that. So we get a torch, we get a deed, some onyx. We'll take all of that. And because our quest was to make it through to the final room, we've actually finished that quest. And we can return to town anytime we want. As it is, I'm going to continue adventuring because we want to open this chest here in front of us. If you've got a key, you can open it up just to make sure you don't get hit by a trap. We're going to open it with Dismas. I don't mind if he gets hit by something. It is trapped. He got some blight. That's okay. We didn't get anything out of it though. That's a shame. But we're heading back to town anyway. Wow, that actually really, really hurt us. Not a brilliant start to the campaign. We've got 4 deeds. We can use these once we're in town to upgrade some of the various buildings. We've got some treasure which instantly gets sold for money. Right. Now, as your people adventure, they pick up various traits, positive and negative. Positive, eagle eye. Negative, night blindness. Yeah, so if we don't have a torch lit at a high enough level, this guy does less damage. That's a shame. I like Reynold. You can clear these out by using some of the various buildings in town, but that's going to suck to start off with. Regarding the torch mechanic, I don't know if you noticed while we were adventuring along, we had this torch along the top. That represents the various light level of the adventure that you're going through.
And you are bound to them.
As you're adventuring, your torch level goes down. You can stock it up with more torches, and the lower the light level, the more interesting monsters you'll face, but the more difficult everything becomes. Okay, so our activity log. Ruins has been unlocked. We can send them into adventure there. They've healed up now that they're back in town, so that's good. They've still got a little bit of stress, but not anything we need to worry about. So, we need to go into the ruins. We need to defeat the Apprentice Necromancer, the Sonorous Prophet, the Necromancer, Fulminating Prophet, the Necromancer Lord, the Gibbering Prophet, the Wizened Hag, the Brigand 8 Pounder, the Hag, the Brigand 12 Pounder, the Hag Witch, the Brigand 16. There's a lot of quests for us to go through and defeat. And then finally assault the darkest dungeon. Okay. In order to do that, we're going to have to get some help. So we're going to go to the stagecoach and we're going to get some new heroes.
Men, soldiers, and outlaws. Fools.
Plague Doctor and a vessel.
All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
We'll take both of them. We can upgrade the stagecoach. Let's have a look at the options.
Of my failings.
Don't care about that. Ah, there it is, up there. So in order to upgrade it, we need 3 deeds and 4 shields. We've got a whole bunch down here. That's definitely going to be worth it because the number of heroes we can potentially choose from is going to be very, very useful. We also want to increase the size of our roster so we've got more people we can have cycling in and out. And do I want more? I think I want more. Yeah, let's get more. We'll have a larger selection. I think that's the right way to go.
We can use this.
Okay, it wants us to go into the dungeon. We're not going to do that yet. Ancestors Memoirs here allow you to view the various cutscenes and things. There's a lot for us to unlock. And over here, the graveyard. Anyone that dies, yeah, let's ignore them. For now, we've got a nice party of 4. 2 of them are level 1, and 2 of them are level 0.
A mecca of madness and morbidity. Your work begins.
Okay, so we've only really got we've got one option we can do, which is head in and scout the estate. We could go for the darkest dungeon, but our people are not very happy about that. They know their own relative skill level, and they'll complain if they've been put on something that's too easy or too difficult. We're going to get our vessel in there, and we're going to get our Plague Doctor in. Team name, the usual suspects. Alright, let's provision.
The cost of preparedness, measured now in gold.
The provisioning screen lets us purchase stuff for the journey ahead. We're going to want... If we get 8, that's enough for 2 meals each. I think that's fine for a small one. We'll get a key. We'll get a shovel. As for torches, 5, I think, should be fine. I'm not going to take any of the other bits just yet. I don't think it's going to be difficult enough to warrant them. Different things you can interact with in the dungeon require different items. So if you find a rock pile, it needs a shovel, which is why I always bring a shovel with me. But there'll be like fountains that need holy water and things like that. This is our light level up the top. So we've got 100 light. Nice and bright. We're actually going to go through to this room. And that light level will always tick down. Let's see if we can steal another torch. Yeah, cool. Everyone likes a free torch. It's already down to 76. And our first monsters. Now these 2 are undead, which is kind of cool in a way, because what we're going to do is we're going to hit them with Grape Shot from over here. Hit both of them. And then, ooh, what have you got? Judgment. Judgment sounds cool.
As the
Zap.
falls, a faint hope blossoms.
And what have you got? Noxious Blast. That does Blight or Incision. You can use Incision from the... That's pretty cool, actually. And you don't do a huge amount of damage, but... Jeez, I take it back. I take it back. You do a load of damage. And if you get crits, your people heal stress, which is awesome. We'll take that. We're going to open this with a key. Oh. Oh, it was an unlocked one. Well, that was a waste of a key.
Glittering gold,
yay, a new shovel.
Paid for in blood.
Okay, so back to the map. We need to pick our new room to move on to. Our scout mission, we have to explore 90% of the rooms, so we're pretty much going to have to go through them all. And this is where we need the shovels.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Our light is down. Yeah, so... right click to use torches. That takes it back up to 88. Nice and bright. We don't want anything too nasty coming up against us. Alright, I want to take out this ranged guy at the back as soon as possible. So...
A singular strike.
good critical hit. And plague grenade. Ooh. We can't do an incision on him. I quite like the options this guy's got. Right, let's plague grenade him. Maybe he will... oh no, he resisted the blight. That's a shame. Because he does stressful incantations. That just did 19 stress in one go. That's massive. Let's... stun. And you... we'll hit both of these with the Zealous Accusation.
Executed with impunity.
Okay. Grape Shot will kill this guy at the back and damage the one in front. So I like that. You'll notice that the corpses themselves have health bars down here if you wanted to clear them out so that other things can happen. You can either use a skill like Disorienting Blast, which clears all corpses automatically, or you can damage them enough.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Journal
A
page.
trifling victory.
Decent amount of cash coming from that. Okay, let's push on. Now there is a limit to the amount of stuff you can carry as well. Let's have a look at our thing. Every now and then you'll get lucky enough to get the scouting roll, which will show you what's coming up. So there's battle, and we'll get a curio, battle, and there's a treasure. Let's go this way. How dark is it getting? Alright, let's... where's... use another torch. Hey! Reynolds just totally just stole all that. I hate bad traits. I really hate bad traits. Okay. Looks like we've got a big combat coming up. So, Grape Shot Blast will damage all three. Really, I want to focus on the guy at the back, though. Get him gone before that stressful incantation becomes a problem. Yay, we got Blight on him, so he instantly takes damage. Not quite enough, unfortunately. Wow, that's so much stress. Okay, what have we got? We've got Divine Grace to get a bit of healing in. I think that's probably going to be a good plan, just to make sure we don't lose our Plague Doctor. These guys at the front, they're doing alright for health. Zealous Accusation, that's good damage on both of them. Does extra damage against undead. And we'll get a Grape Shot in on all three of these.
Formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Judgment on you. That'll heal some stress as well. There we go. Gonna need more healing in a moment. Stab him. Okay. We'll grab all of these. Heirloom chest, it's got our sigil on it. That means it must be ours. When we resisted the blight, I don't think there was anything in there though, which is a shame. Alright, let's carry on our quest. And this is pretty much what the game is all about. It's about managing risk versus reward. Oh, rah. Let's select you. There's slightly more chance you're going to find traps, I think. What's our light level down to? 46. We've got 2 more rooms to go through. When you finish, you can just abandon. Don't even think... Reynolds! Reynolds is stealing all of our stuff. so not happy about this. Yeah, everyone's getting hungry. So either you can take 20% damage and stress, or you can eat some food. We'll eat some food. Get a little bit of health back. This is why we bought enough for 2 lots, just in case we have to do it again. We'll get another torch going, and we've got one more room to investigate here, and then we're back to this one, I think. This may be the last one we need. We do have a shovel to get through here.
Without tools of iron,
Oh.
you must rely on
Damn it, I thought we did.
an indefatigable purpose.
I should have actually, like, clicked it into there. I'm still learning the game, so apologies for the very, very bad gameplay that I'm producing. But it is a hell of a lot of fun. Alright, we're going to want to do as many of these as possible. So, grape shot on... grape shot or pistol shot? Pistol on you. Don't think we need to heal, so let's judgment him, get him killed.
Cleansed from our lands.
Look at that. So much stress healed from one single thing. We could Noxious Blast and get a little bit of Blight. It does a little bit more damage than the other ones, so yeah, let's... it can only go on the front too. Plague Grenade can go on the back. Let's stun this guy at the back, if we can. Yeah, brought him to the front as well. So, Zealous Accusation. Blat. He's stunned, can't do anything, so he misses his turn. And a little bit of a stab on us. That's alright. That's annoying, getting pushed back. We'll work around it though. We'll work around it. Still focus on that ranged guy. Yeah, just get him finished.
A momentary abatement.
A little bit of healing helps us out. And I think we'll get another Zealous Accusation on this guy. Oh, that did not do much damage at all. Yeah, we definitely need to get some healing on you. Don't die!
And now the true
Right.
test.
When someone hits their first time to 0 hit points, they're at death's door. They get stat penalties, and any further damage has a chance to kill them. So we want to get healing on him now. Like, not yesterday, now. We can actually swap positions if we wanted, but I think we're going to focus on doing all of the shooting. Yeah.
A powerful blow.
That's a good crit. He doesn't get any benefit from that, though.
Death is patient.
Reasonable amount of healing. Smack!
Decisive pummeling.
Thou art judged indeed. It's a death's door again. This Plague Doctor is having such a bad day. Move back. Okay. So we get some crests, we get a bust, we get some gold. And we have finished the quest. We're going to continue adventuring because I want to open this chest, of course. It's trapped. And a little bit of blight. But you know what? We're going to call that there and we're going to head back to town. Definitely the safest thing to do. Not brilliant, but not terrible for our first foray in. So we get a bunch of different stuff which we can use to upgrade various buildings. And we have more traits. Maniac for money. Extra damage in ruins. Hard skin, that's pretty cool. Thin-blooded and weapon tinker. Okay. So when we get the blacksmith, we can potentially upgrade their weapons.
Our family name, once so well regarded, is now barely whispered aloud by decent folk.
Okay. We're going to need some new heroes because we're going to have to send these guys in for stress relief. So let's hire
To those with a keen eye,
an entire new party.
dagger's point.
And at the same time, the tavern has been opened up,
Fresh kegs,
so we can send
cards,
people in
and
here
curtain
for
rooms
stress
promise
relief.
Solace to the weary and broken alike.
These, of course, cost different bits of money, and you can have a look at your people to see what their various skills and stats are. I don't think our people are experienced enough yet that we really care too much about this, but we can at least have a look. Some people have specific options where they can't. In town will only drink, so we need to send Forno in to drink. Known cheat, not allowed to gamble. God-fearing, kleptomaniac, night blindness, maniac for money. You're not very, very good, Reynold. Really not good. Okay, so we'll start off by sending you in to drink, because that's all you can do. We could send you in to gamble. The Abbey has also been opened up, which is the other option for stress relief.
The pews set straight. The Abbey calls to the faithful.
Reynold can only pray, so we'll get you in there. And the Caretaker is in the flagellation penance thing, so we'll do some meditation for Dismas. That'll be fine. So, everyone is doing something that's going to be useful for them. We have a whole new party that's ready to go. At the moment, we've got more things that we need to do in order to actually unlock, like the blacksmith for weapon upgrades, the guild, and the sanitarium. All places where we can get further benefits. What I will do, though, is I'll have a look at the different upgrades we can do on the Abbey and the Gambling Hall. So, for the Abbey, increase stress recovery, both of these are very useful. Seeing as we have people in those,
and dogmatic rituals.
Definitely doing that.
For some, a tonic against the bloodshed.
And likewise, in the tavern, we would, except we can't afford it. So we're just going to have to leave those people suffering as they are. I think that's probably a good point for us to finish our first episode. We have, of course, done our journey here and our first foray down into the manor basement. Next time, we're going to be taking out our brand new squad of people and hopefully adventuring a little bit further. So thank you very much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed this. If you are enjoying this and want to see more videos, be sure to hit that like button. And if you want to be notified when the videos go live, then subscribe to the channel and you will be told exactly that. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for some more Darkest Dungeon. I'll see you soon.